How's it going, YouTube? Hope you're doing well. We've got a slew of RLCS roster changes for you all during the offseason. And again, these are going to trickle in every once in a while just because World Championship and EWC and stuff is still going on. I will do my best to keep you guys up to date. Also, roster document description down below makes it real easy. We'll show that case that at the end. But first one is actually going to come from Gom, who some may or may not know. Young player who got a lot of attention in 1v1 show matches with Johnny Boy. Played for Guild, BS Plus, and a couple others over the years. But never really had that ascendancy into the top tier. Has announced the retirement, saying it was fun while it lasted, but it's time to move on with life. GG's. Tea time with Scrub. You had Nordschleif, or however the heck you say that name, that I can't pronounce. Has had many iterations and many opportunities, but just never really was able to stick with it. So unfortunately for Gom, that is going to be smooth sailing into the future. And for a lot of players, it's pretty common. Earned just shy of $9,000 in tournament winnings, plus hopefully salary money on top of that. Maybe it's enough to pay for university, get a degree, and kind of have a jump start on life. It's kind of what you're hoping for. Up next, we do have all three players from Luna Galaxy, Acronic, Atomic, and Tox, all announcing that they are now restricted free agents. Luna Galaxy is allowing them to pursue other opportunities. The hard reality is that probably will not happen anytime soon for any of these players. And it's not because the players aren't good enough. It's just because with the offseason and there's no tournaments to really play in, or a league or something that is of high prestige, the reality is that, like, hey, we don't have a reason to hire you. So these players are still under contract with the Luna Galaxy, hence being restricted. This allows Luna Galaxy to then go and try to have someone acquire them, and then it buys out the contract, which allows them to recuperate some of the costs. So the nice thing is that hopefully they are still being provided a little bit of funding. How much and how much of a reduced salary that is, I don't know. But Luna Galaxy is choosing to retain them on contract for now in hopes of returning out and getting a buyout for the remainder of that contract. So again, some people can just cut them short and cut their losses, but they're hoping that it ends up paying off in that regard. As for the other guys, while yes, they can go and search for a new team, I think they're going to have some struggles in trying to do so. But at least the conversations legally can start to begin. So that's going to apply for all three. If you guys don't remember this team, it originally started with Acronic and Atomic and all those guys. Atomic and Tox primarily had Stizzy on their roster under the Magnifico team. They were a top 4 team tied with Vitality at one point, but could not clutch it up when it came to that last regional. They didn't end up qualifying for Copenhagen and fell short from there. So they've always been kind of like a top 6, top 7 team as Magnifico, then Luna Galaxy. They've always been right at that cusp, but haven't been able to push through. We did see them recently with the Shift Summer League, where they were the Luna Galaxy and CRR collaboration. Acronic would pop in every once in a while, but then they would play with CRR from Complexity. It was kind of a weird circumstance, but I don't exactly remember how well they finished. If you guys watch these YouTube videos, go back and watch the video on Monday because we have a recap for Shift Summer League. So go pay attention to that. Last but not least, we've got Crew with Wisty. Wisty has announced that he is no longer under contract with Crew and is a free agent. So the difference of this one is no longer being under contract. There is no buyout clause. There is no money that needs to be spent other than, hey, here's your new salary, pick him up. Wisty, obviously a talented player, has done some things, but despite Sam having a lot of like super teams, we saw obviously Furia, Ninjas in Pajamas, Secret, Crew, so on and so forth. There was like 5-6 really good teams in South America, but unfortunately Crew just could never really get it going. Again, it was done by Aguera, and Messi was also like a co-owner. Like crazy backing from Crew, I still think, and you guys have seen me probably talk about this in previous videos about how I think that team could do a bunch of things to really grow and expand and become profitable, but they just don't seem to take advantage of the notoriety of the owners. And I don't know why, but it is cool to see that some of those guys are actually attending and showing support for them when at EWC. I have seen some of those guys go in and watch and support the team. So cool stuff there. But unfortunately for Wisty, going to be LFT and looking for something new. But that's all we got for RLCS roster changes today. And last but not least, as always, if you guys are trying to stay up to date on it, the best thing you can do is go over to my document. I do update this regularly when stuff is actually happening. So as of the 2nd, which is today when we're recording this, this is done. You can always stop by the Twitch chat or keep it up to date. We'll have a 2025 season when the time comes. We've obviously updated results and aggregates and all that kind of stuff to find power rankings. But until World Championship happens, we're just kind of chilling. So With that in mind, as always, if you guys enjoy the content, like, subscribe, notifications, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.